just when it gets interesting, they pull me out.
Undercover work to buzz until you get out of your depth.
I'm not out of my depth.
It's not going to happen, OK? Why don't you just let it go?
What am I supposed to do? Go back on the beat? Dealing with shoplifters and drunks?
For the time being, yeah. Make the phone call, will you? Just tell Barry you want out, OK? Get it over with.
Fine.
Will, I'm going to have to witness you making a phone call. I'm sorry.
Well, don't you trust me?
It's not that. It's just procedure. It's got nothing to do with you.
Sorry to interrupt. You're paired with me for the afternoon.
Cool. What we doing?
We drew the short straw.
What, property lists?
No, paperwork. See you in the writing room.
All right, it's not quite undercover work, but at least it's going to keep you busy. Will, make the phone call.
All right.
Emma?
I thought you weren't talking to me.
Have you got a minute?
No, not really. We're on our way out.
Well, you've got a minute before your partner turns up, haven't you?
OK.
I want to talk to you about Will.
Why? What about him?
I'm not stupid. I can see something's been going on. Last night, some guy broke into his apartment. Then Will gets dragged into Heaton's office. Suddenly, a visiting DCI is taking over the case, and they're bringing in a special prosecutor.
So, what are you saying?
Sounds like the DPS to me. And if Will's being investigated, you don't want to get caught up in it.
That's ridiculous. Why would the DPS investigate Will?
I don't know. But how well do you really know him?
I see you were in the TA.
We're a country at war.
Very heroic. PE4. That's an explosive the army uses, isn't it?
I wouldn't know.
You know what people say about the TA, don't you? Boys playing at soldiers. Running around the field firing paint at each other.
We don't play games. This is serious.
And it's always the ones who got turned down by the real army.
I wasn't turned down. I'd go to war tomorrow.
I thought you were at war.
Yeah. And this one I'll win.
Fighting terrorism.
Fighting any attack on British culture.
How? By putting a bomb in a bag and running away? If you want to see real bravery, you've only got to look at Al-Qaeda. When they build a bomb, they strap it to themselves. And they face the death for a cause they believe in.
Blow themselves up in the process. Now, what's the point in that?
There is no point. Blowing up innocent people never has any point.
They're not innocent! They bombed us!
Finished yours yet?
Well, how can I concentrate on boring paperwork when I've got last night going through my head? Listen, you, don't fancy catching a replay tonight, do you?
Haven't you got Dan's boxing match?
Well, it'll be finished by 10.
Actually, Matt just texted me. He wants to see me tonight.
I hate to break up a relationship, but dump him. This is far more important.
It's not that simple, Will.
Of course it is.
Well, I suppose I could take that overtime. He won't be expecting to see me after that.
Good. I'll see you at 10:30.
Look, I wanted the Rocky thing by Survivor. I am not walking out to the semi-finals of the Interborough Boxing Championships to Destiny, so...
Yeah, all right. I'll sort it out.
If it's bootylicious...
I could eat you down the corridor. Those steroids have obviously kicked in. But don't advertise it. There's nothing wrong with giving yourself the best chance possible.
Right. You're queuing up an alternative. What are you doing there?
Came to wish him luck.
All right, well, good luck, mate. Get out there and do the business, yeah? You just got one more fight.
You got a moment?
Well, not really, mate, no. I'm his wingman, aren't I?
I've spoken to Robert.
I'll catch you up, mate, yeah?
He's not happy about you backing out. He wants to see you.
Well, I can't.
He isn't asking.
We've got to face facts. There's a bomb and it's going to go off. There's a man downstairs in our custody who can tell us when and where. I'd like to keep trying.
By all means, keep trying. I've got a long shot I want to follow up, but we are talking blood and stone here. So I'll be out to the building. Let me know of any developments.
Sir, Will just called. Ewan's turned up at the boxing, he's taken him somewhere. Now, I think Ewan must have been within earshot, because Will couldn't speak openly.
What exactly did he say?
He's just popping out with Ewan, he's got an appointment with the boss later, and he's going to try and get home as soon as he can.
It's taking him to see Robert Barry.
Bill Fletcher, I'm pleased you could make it.
Well, I didn't really have much choice, did I?
Come on, relax. It's a social night. Now, I thought we could take this opportunity to talk about your change of heart.
The National Socialist Alliance of Britain does have a headquarters, you know. We could have met there.
That would be a nice photo opportunity for you.
I don't believe you've visited our headquarters. They're quite sophisticated. Some of the officers even have chairs.
I've never been one for the boardroom.
A hands-on superintendent. Best kind.
Can we get to the point?
You called the meeting.
We have reason to believe the Racial Defence Army are preparing an attack on London. I want you to tell me what you know about it.
I don't want you to think that Nick's little tricks are a reflection of the way the RDA operates. He's rash, yeah? He acts on impulse, he doesn't think it through. That's not my style.
So what's your style, then?
Don't get me wrong, I'm hardly Mustafa Ali's biggest fan. And I don't think he should be allowed to say what he does say. But mindless hatred? No. It just gets messy.
So why have people like Nick around, then?
What every chief needs is Indians. Trouble is, I got more mindless thugs than I know what to do with. I can see you struggling with this, Will. It's all right to feel anger towards someone who's attacked you. Someone who's gone down into the tube with a bomb strapped to their back. When it's you who's on the front line, you will be in there first. You in your uniform, armed with nothing but a whistle and a can of CS spray. Now, is that a fair fight?
So what are you going to offer me that my uniform doesn't, then?
I haven't got enough people like you, Will. You're not a mindless thug. You're like me. Think things through. I could do with you on board come tomorrow.
Wait, what are you doing? Come let us go back in town. You're not school kids. You don't need to be this petty.
First you desecrate our prayer room with alcohol, with this music, these posters. And now you destroy our property.
This isn't your prayer room.
You think you can frighten us away from this center, huh? Why? Because you have friends in higher places.
If the administration recognise that this is not the appropriate place for a religious meeting, it's not my fault.
You're not wanted in this centre. You're not wanted in this country.
I know you. I know you, don't I?
I doubt it. I don't hang around with people like you.
Easy! Jahil call me.
Clear that up now!
The RDA is a badly organised group of thugs.
Most of whom are paid up members of the NSAB.
They're looking for a cause to justify their violence. To my mind, that's criminal behaviour and needs stamping out.
Oh, on that we agree. Uniformed officers will be at the community centre tonight because the RDA are holding a gig there.
I've always respected your policing style, Superintendent. No nonsense. It's something we have in common.
You're not about to recruit another member. Most of your policies I could never agree with.
Don't you want the police to turn their attention back to crime fighting instead of social work?
Some people believe the two go hand in hand.
Perhaps, but you know. The rise in criminal activity is directly proportional to the influx of asylum seekers.
You're beginning to sound like Robert Barry.
But he doesn't have policies on education, healthcare reform, the environment, transport, international relations. I want to get elected, democratically. He wants to knock a few Muslims about.
So how far is he prepared to go?
I have no interest and no idea.
I don't know if you appreciate how serious this could be.
I think you underestimate me.